Hi again, everyone. I'm Ollie Matthews. This is the Narcissistic Resistance, and this resistance video is sponsored by contribution from Anonymous, and here's her story. Hi, Ollie. I've done videos with you before, but this one I would like to make anonymous because I'm embarrassed. I suffered a lifetime of negative projection, maternal rage, isolation, and overall feeling of sadness. Outwardly, I project a very happy-go-lucky exterior when in public, but inwardly, I knew it was all for show. I was blessed with a very good sense of humor. Ironically, the majority of my jokes are self-deprecating. I got the most laughs when I spoke about my mental health, my physical appearance, and my overall state in life. Yeah, I was always very funny as a kid. Same deal, but when I was a kid, especially around my family, I had to play up like there was something wrong with me, like I was stupid or aloof, and you're basically the narcissist jester. And I've talked about that. I mean, that was my role. That's how I survived, because if I was outwardly like what I can do now, like if I can go after someone else and make it funny, I eventually did learn to do that to my father when I became a teenager, but before that it was all self-deprecating. It was all self-destructive. I would be very funny, almost to the point that I felt people were inviting me to their parties for the entertainment value. I don't drink typically. If I go out socially and drink three times a year, I'd say that was a pretty honest assessment. A lot of times my house would be party central with holiday parties, swim parties, and sleepovers. I never felt happy giving them, and always felt used when people never thanked me, expected me to wait on them, and messed up my house. I would leave these parties, dinners, exhausted and depressed. I'd feel used and begin replaying the night over and over again in my mind. Why did I say this? Did I go too far here? Why did I tell people about that? It's like I would go out, humiliate myself, everyone would have the best time, and then I would hide so I could decompress. Before no contact with the family narcissist, I was prized and thought I was loved for this trait, because I did enjoy seeing people laugh and having fun. I just left feeling empty. Even though I have been on antidepressants on and off since 19 years old, I am always feeling like I don't understand the genuine happiness I see other people experiencing during the holidays, shopping, dinners, celebrations. In my stomach, I feel a rotten ball of blackness. That's because our lives were never normal. There was always this abuse going on. My holidays were that's where I always put on my best performances, was at the holidays. Because I knew if I showed anything like what I am now, it would have been beaten. One therapist told me I had dysthymic disorder, which is a habitual and chronic low mood. If there is such a thing as a baseline for healthy minds, I am consistently 25 to 50% below that, absent any identifiable trigger. I am a mom in my 40s. I am very engaged with my kids. I feel like I'm a good mom, protective, very active in their lives, and loving. I just don't feel like I can enjoy them opening up gifts on Christmas morning. Even though I decorate and laugh and sing, it's all a show. Yeah, Christmas was ruined for me as a child, so it wasn't a happy memory, because you were putting on a show, ripping yourself down. To this, I haven't put up a Christmas tree in, Christ, it's 8-9 years now. It's all just bad memories. I told my husband this recently and he seemed shocked. We have thousands of pictures from our lives, all showing me smiling and doing silly things. Yet I don't ever remember truly feeling in my heart what my face showed to the camera. What is that? Is there a cure for it? I tried exercise with varying results. Is it a form of self-sabotage? Looking at my life, yes, I had challenges and hardships like everyone has. But is it possible that I have a genetic defect that stops me from being honestly happy? No. Look. Like Anonymous said, this person, she's written in before, so I know her story. Based on who your mother is, no. Like, I don't know why you would be questioning this based on how you were raised and who your mother is. The reason why you're not happy is because of how you were raised, because of your mother. How could you have any good memories based on that? Is this the residual effect from being raised by a borderline disordered mother? Yes. Okay. So, yes. So, yes. I love my husband. I love my children with everything I am. I do have too many animals, but I believe that was part of me looking for unconditional love and not being able to say no to any animal as I do rescue. Let me explain to you what the animal thing is. First off, get rid of the animals. Get rid of the animals. Like, not all of them. Whatever you do, if you got too many animals, I can only imagine how many you actually have. So, get rid of them. It's not fair to anybody. What I think you're doing with these animals, with these animal rescues, is you are projecting this kindness onto the animals that you never had for yourself. So you're projecting your feelings through the animals. And you need to get rid of those because those animals are nothing more than crutches for you. So I have another friend who is telling, very similar situation to yours. And, she was like, she tries to save every animal she can. You can't hurt an animal, you can't hurt an animal, you can't. She freaks the fuck out. You can't, anything bad. They were doing underwater diving, and one of these fish came by, and the guy, and they were in the Bahamas, speared the fish, and she starts freaking out, hyperventilating. Oh my God. Every time she sees an animal dying, she's freaking out. Same story as you. Borderline mother. Felt disposable her whole life. So what she was doing, I'm like, do you understand why you're freaking out when you see an animal hurt or an animal stabbed like that? No. Because it's not really about the animal, it's about you. You're projecting, you're seeing yourself as the animal. And when you're screaming out and freaking like that, you're screaming for yourself. Because you feel at any time you're so disposable, you could be speared or attacked and just be left to die. And I got to save this animal. You're trying to save yourself when you're trying to save these animals. And as long as you keep bringing animals into your house, you're never going to save yourself. Because those animals are crutches. You are projecting the love that and the respect and the needs that you need for yourself, giving it to those animals. No more rescues. Rescue yourself. When you're rescuing animals, you're really trying to rescue yourself. And it is really unfair to everybody in that house that if you're hoarding animals like this, well, I don't know if it's hoarding animals, but you're telling me you know you have a problem. "5 months of no contact and I just feel blah. Thanks, Ollie. I can tell you I do genuinely laugh when you comment on some of these narc recordings. It's a weird laugh, though, almost too loud, and tears come when I laugh during those videos, i.e. don't argue with the alcohol. I'm not laughing at the victim at all. I feel horrible for that poor wife, but hearing you poke holes in that drunk idiot's commentary made me hysterically laugh. Even then, it was hard to stop. It comes to mind because I don't typically laugh like that. It's an ugly laugh, and I feel it in my stomach. I know it sounds psycho, but I'm trying to be honest with my reactions to the recording videos. I don't know. My emotions are strangely wired. Any insights? Yeah, you got a dark sense of humor. I got a dark sense of humor. People raised by borderlines, most of your most popular, famous, successful stand-up comics are on the spectrum of narcissism, were raised by borderlines. It's all the same. Comics are some of the most unhappy people on earth. They're miserable, and that's what makes them funny. Because there's a lot of truth that rings in it. It's comedy in a lot of ways is philosophy as well. They're fucked up. Comics are fucked up. Being funny comes with a price sometimes. Even Bill Cosby, I mean America's Dad, clean comic. It looks great. He's quaaluding women. Even though that's not about him, really. We know he was doing, like, there were rumors of him doing that since the 80s, but that's not why he's in jail. That's not why he went to prison. He went to prison for his politics. Some of the best humor comes from narcissism. Comes from narcissistic abuse, comes from being raised by borderlines. 100%. But for you, your real issue here is you are projecting the care that you should be having for yourself onto these animals. And you're using them as a crutch, and you can't do that. And this is all an effect. It's all an effect of being raised by a borderline mother. All of it. So, I hope that helps, Anonymous. Thank you so much for your contribution and story. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions or advice in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, a narcissist you'd like to expose, you'd like to set up Skype, a phone call, have a private video made, or a Facebook live chat, or you'd like to sponsor a video like this for someone who needs help and can't afford it, or just make a contribution to the channel in general to keep it supported, growing, and successful, because this channel survives 100% on contributions from all of you guys. Without you, all of this goes away. So if you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this, you know what to do with the PayPal and email links in the description box. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been the Narcissistic Resistance. Take